Ted did love golf. I'd wake up in the morning, I couldn't find him. He'd be out in the yard. First of all, he had to mow around the little holes that we made. We had a little 9-hole course in the backyard that just overlapped every hole. And he'd mow them, and then he'd just play golf out there. So he had a real passion. We also lived on Lakewood Country Club. So all three of the boys would hop the fence early in the morning and play golf.
So I think everyone kind of knew from a young age that Ted was going to be a really good golfer. He started off probably, 8, 10 years old playing in junior tournaments and racked up the wins. I think one year he won something like 23, 30 tournaments as a junior. But as he grew and matured, and then finally ended up winning the Hudson Junior Invitational in 2000, I think that was really the time that we all kind of knew something special was happening here. That was one of the biggest junior tournaments in the country at the time, and then the next year he went on to win it again, breaking Phil Mickelson's scoring record, and at that point I think we all knew that Ted was kind of a special talent.
He's artistic, and he could envision shots. If he hit a ball in trouble in the rough, the recover shots that he made, unbelievable. He just was playing at Ohio State in the U.S. Open qualifier, the sectional championship. Fourth hole is this par 5, second shot's over water. He hit a great drive and pulls out a 5-wood going for the green. Always would scare the daylights out of me. He hit it 10 feet, made an eagle. That's the kind of thing that he was capable of.
I think he was by far the best golfer that we had ever at Ignatius. He was an incredibly consistent golfer. He was methodical and consistent, and he really put us on the map and gave us the confidence that we always knew that he was going to play well. Like golf is, you have 5 players, you take 4 scores, and if you know every time you've got one good score, it makes it a lot easier.
Ted's driver game and his putting game were standouts. That's often the case with many great players. The rest of his game was really good, but his driver swing and his putting were just outstanding. And it came with a lot of hard work. Ted won 80 events with us, 8-0. And almost all those events I've captured and archived his swing, which is normally his driver swing, because I normally get the video right off the first tee to knock it out, I've got a video archive of his progress, and his swing right now, today, is as good as any on the PGA Tour.
Winning the state tournament, Ted's senior year, the team, the first time Ignatius had done that was wonderful. And then they won again when Ben was a senior, and he won the state championship. From that point on, it seemed like Saint Ignatius golf really excelled, and they've won several times after that.
The legacy that Ted leaves for Saint Ignatius golf, I feel, is very significant. He did, as a player, go on to win a state championship, but then the next year, those same teammates would go on to win another state championship. And then 20 years later, a former teammate of his, Coach Myers, would go on to win 2 more state championships. If you think about it, every golf state championship at St. Ignatius has Ted's fingerprints on it in some form or fashion. I think Ted, as a player, taught everyone in the Ignatius golf world that talent and a really impressive work ethic can bring a lot of success.
It's a great honor. Obviously, it's an amazing school here, St. Ignatius. It's a place I really love to always come back to. It's a beautiful campus. There's so many great people here, and I really think that's more what it's about than the achievements on my own, really, which I I'm proud of. But to be honored at a school like this where there are so many amazing athletes that have gone on to play in the NFL and all kinds of different sports, it's a pretty cool thing for them to remember me coming through here. So yeah, it was exciting for sure. Yeah.